A fastener is a hardware device that mechanically joins or affixes two or more objects together. Fasteners are used to connect different pieces of a machine or system together securely. Fasteners include bolts and nuts, screws, rivets, and nails. Bolts can be differentiated from screws and other fasteners by how they are used. A bolt is meant to be fit through a hole, then secured by a nut. A screw is meant to be screwed into an internal thread or forming its own thread and is secured by tightening the head of the screw. Fasteners are made with a wide variety of different materials, from common steel to titanium, ceramic, and other exotic materials. These different materials are further separated into different grades to describe alloy mixtures, hardening processes, coatings, and platings. Fastener material can be important when choosing a fastener due to differences between materials in strength, brittleness, corrosion resistance, galvanic corrosion properties, and of course cost. When replacing fasteners, it is generally best to match what you are replacing. Steel is the most common fastener material. They are available plain as well as with various surface treatments such as zinc plating, galvanization, and chrome plating. Steel fasteners are commonly available in 4 grades. Other grades are used far less often. Bolt grade can be determined by the markings on the head. The most common grades are Grade 2, Grade 5, Grade 8, and alloy steel. Grade 2 is the standard hardware grade steel. It is the most common and least expensive. Grade 5 bolts are hardened to increase strength and are the most common found in automotive applications. Grade 8 bolts have been hardened more than Grade 5 and are used in demanding applications such as automotive suspensions. Alloy steel bolts can be extremely strong but very brittle or made to be corrosion resistant. Alloy steel will have different grades depending on the actual alloy and its properties. There are different standards for different types of bolts. For the graded steel bolts, the standard is SAE, which is short for Society of Automotive Engineers. These are primarily used in automotive applications. For the alloy steel bolts, the standard is AISI, which means the American Iron and Steel Institute, or ASTM, which is short for the American Society for Testing and Materials. These are primarily used in structural or industry applications. Stainless steel bolts are highly corrosion resistant for the price and will not lose this resistance if scratched. When compared with regular steel, it can be slightly stronger than a Grade 2 steel fastener, but significantly weaker than the hardened steel fasteners. Stainless steel is also much less magnetic than regular steel. The most common stainless steel is called 304 or 18-8 stainless. This means the bolt contains about 18% chromium and 8% nickel. Silicon bronze bolts are usually just called bronze and are an alloy made of mostly copper and tin with a small amount of silicon. Bronze is usually used in a marine environment and is preferred over stainless for wooden boat construction and refastening due to its superior saltwater corrosion resistance and over brass due to its better strength. Bronze bolts are similar to copper in color and are sometimes used for its appearance. The main drawback of bronze is its cost. Brass is an alloy of mostly copper and zinc. Brass is very corrosion resistant and is electrically conductive. The main drawback of using brass as a fastener is its relative softness. Brass is mostly used for its appearance. There are many different types of exotic material bolts, including plastic and ceramic. They are used in specific situations where their properties are needed. For example, ceramic bolts are used in situations where an electrically conductive bolt would cause a short circuit. Also, ceramic bolts are non-magnetic, can be immune to types of corrosion, and can resist high temperatures. The downside of using ceramic is they are very fragile or brittle and may break under relatively small forces. Different fastener coatings are used for different applications. Many steel fasteners are electroplated with zinc for better corrosion resistance. Fasteners with a zinc plating will have a shiny silver or golden appearance referred to as clear or yellow zinc respectively. Zinc plating is fairly corrosion resistant, but will rust if the coating is destroyed or if it is exposed to a marine or acid environment. Hot-dipped galvanizing is another coating where a layer of zinc is applied. Hot-dipped galvanizing puts the thickest possible coating on the metal, resulting in improved corrosion resistance. Due to the thickness of the coating, these bolts are not compatible with other nuts. Hot-dipped galvanized fasteners are frequently seen in coastal environments. Chrome is used in plating fasteners for its appearance. It provides similar corrosion resistance to zinc plating. Chrome is very expensive, and this is the main drawback of chrome plating. If more corrosion resistance is needed, then stainless steel may be chrome plated, so if the plating is destroyed, the bolt will still be corrosion resistant. Thread count is measured in threads per inch, or TPI. It is simply the number of threads per inch measured along the length of a fastener. TPI is only used with American fasteners. Generally, smaller fasteners will have finer threads, so the thread count is higher. Fine thread bolts will have more threads per inch, making the nuts have better hold. Thread pitch is the metric method for measuring threads. Thread pitch is the distance between threads expressed in millimeters. This is measured along the length of the fastener. For example, a thread pitch of 1.5 means the distance from one thread to the next is 1.5 millimeters. Smaller fasteners with finer threads will have a lower thread pitch. TPI and thread pitch are normally measured using a thread gauge. These can be found online and printed, or if used frequently, a thread gauge can be bought. There are several forces that act upon a bolt while it is being used. These include torsion, shear, and tensile forces. Torsion is the twisting of a bolt due to an applied torque and is measured in foot-pounds and newton-meters, or Nm. Shear strength is the strength of material against a shear load, which is a force that tends to produce a sliding failure on a material that is parallel to the direction of the force. The customary unit is pounds of force per square inch, or PSI. Or in kilopounds per square inch, KSI. Another unit that is used is pascals for PA or MPa. Tensile strength is the maximum stress a bolt can withstand while being stretched or pulled. The customary unit is pounds of force per square inch, or PSI, or kilopounds per square inch, KSI.